the end of a long season, 46 games, and a great way to end the season. What are your thoughts on the 90 minutes as we beat Chelmsford 2-1?
Fantastic performance, to come here with a little bit of pride to play for, and I think that says it all about this group, that there are nothing games. There's always something to play for, and we wanted to win and get as high as we can, and get the 60 points was a little target for us. I thought a really good value for it. Quite a difficult pitch to play on against a really good side who are in the playoffs. And they had to win today. They needed to win to get a home playoff semi-final. But I thought we acquitted ourselves really well. Wing backs really good, defended properly, and it's one of our best performances of the season, I thought. Against a really good Chelsea, are very good. They're up there for the reason, and they've been up there all season. And Robbie's done really, really well for them. They're a good side. So very pleased. Pleased that we're done now. But we saw the goal of the season today from Lee Lucas, which was quite phenomenal technique. And Lloyd Irish came in and was absolutely superb today.
That performance epitomised a lot of our away games this season, when we've taken our chances and defended well to keep the home side out. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, listen, I totally agree with that. I think that's what you've got to be in this league. You have to be very, very solid at the back, hard to beat, hard to score against. And then when you do get your chances, and we counter really well and make it very difficult for teams in wide areas. And that's what you've got to do in this league. And that's what we've done right through. Where we've been the underdog all season, coming to these places, as one of the smaller clubs in the league, we sort of revel in that a little bit. And we've annoyed a lot of parties this year in terms of, I won't swear now because it's the last one, if you know where I'm coming from.
A great way to end the season. And Rob, it's been a long season, 46 games, which I think is the most we've ever played league-wise.
I think it's 58 today, all cup competitions.
267 days we began the season at home to Welling, so it's been a long old haul.
It's a slog.
Overall, you must be very proud of the team.
Incredibly proud. Team. We've 16, 17 players at best. We've been running on fumes for the last month. We were lucky today because we had another sub which took us to 13. You run out of things to say about them. They've been absolutely superb. They've been magnificent in a very, very tough league in the first season. But with that, I would say that I think there's little bits and pieces that we can be better at times, which we need to address as a management team. We want to get as much as we can, and we want to squeeze as much as we can out of them every single game. And I think that's my job to do that, to keep levels and the standards for us and the club. Off the pitch, it's been a massive learning curve for everybody off the pitch. We've learnt a lot, and it's huge efforts. We're a small club. We need more people involved. But it's been a massive effort from a small number of people, including you two. It's been tough, and we're all due a rest now, and they need to go to Ibiza and do what we've got to do.
Looking back, what would you say is your proudest moment of the season and your most disappointing moment?
I think there's been a number of really good results. Obviously, the Yeovil game at home was very memorable, but there's small things. Welling away was a massive game for us. Braintree away was a massive game for us. Havant at home was a really, really good win. They're quite significant in a lot of respects. Today was a massive win, and sometimes the games before Christmas can be forgotten about quite easy. But there's been a lot. It's been a really memorable season. We've been very fortunate to have the season we have and finished 14th in a really tough league.
A word for the away support who've travelled through massive distances.
Massive distances. It's incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult for them. But they come and they're absolutely noisy, and they're brilliant again today. And it means a lot. It means a lot to me personally. It means a lot to the team and the players. That they need that extra bit when they're in tough places like this. It's a hard place to come. If not one of the hardest places to come in the league.
As the season is now finished, we can have a rest, as you say. What words would you have to say to the Taunton fans as we look ahead to the 2023-24 season?
We've learnt a lot. Next year is going to be an incredibly tough league with who's coming down and who's coming across. So it will be tough again, and just need to see more people at home in the home games. Away support is absolutely superb. We just need to get more people in. And listen, we'll have a little reset. Probably won't stop too much from me, but we'll have a breath and we'll be back.
Maybe have a pint.
Might have one of those in a minute.
Okay, Rob, thanks for your time. See you soon.
Cheers.